I just got back from Crankworx Innsbruck in Austria this morning, which was a crazy contest. If you watched it, if you didn't watch it, it was insane. The highest level, the highest caliber slopestyle mountain bike riding you've ever seen. You've got to check it out. The top 3 runs were mind-boggling, mind-blowing. They were incredible. My run, however, was far from any of those words. It was an implosion of build-up, pain and upset, and I'm really, really sore today. Like, I don't know why we're filming this at Woburn. I just wanted to check out the jumps, but it was a mission even walking in here. Oh my God, thank you. Like, my hip flexor's screwed up for sure. I can hardly lift my leg, and I've got a concussion. So basically, right, this is where it all went wrong. I'll show you the crash, and then we can talk about the build-up and where it all went wrong.
Backflip, tuck under down. Oh my, oh no, oh my, oh no.
A backflip tail whip for me isn't the most complex trick, so it's gutting that I messed it up and crashed that bad. But the reason I crashed, which wasn't kind of clear on the video, and you can see it now in slow motion, it's way more obvious. I ride with my left foot forward, and when I kick that tail whip round whilst upside down, my cranks and pedals span 180 degrees, so my right pedal was forward. So when I went to put my left foot on the pedal, it wasn't there. Same for the right foot, and I was just kind of like fumbling around looking for the pedals to land and missed them, which sucks. And then something happened which is absolutely game over. It doesn't happen very often, but I put my knee straight in the front wheel through the forks, and it's like hitting a landmine. You just stop dead, and I just exploded over the bars onto my head, which was gnarly. I was not expecting a run to end like that, especially after landing the last jump. Like, I was effectively in the finish area, which is tough. It's tough. I'd say usually I'm one to kind of crash, roll and walk away, like go on a pain walk, but I remember kind of just sitting there and being so out of it, like for sure a little bit knocked out, maybe not unconscious, but I lost a few seconds there, which is why I was just sat on the floor. Like, obviously a bit gutted, but I was definitely lost a bit of consciousness. And then I kind of like came to it. I was stoked, ready to go again. I thought, right, I made it to the end, let's go again. That's my safe run, let's land a sick run. But it was like my eye, I couldn't see out of one eye really. My leg, I had the deadest leg. It was so gnarly. I was in loads of pain. And then it was obvious I couldn't do my second run. So that's kind of like a massive struggle, because I did a safe run first, and the whole idea of a safe run, get a score on the board, just get some points on the board. And I crashed my safe run, which is very ironic, because you're then in a position where you have to try harder, take more risk, and you haven't got any points on the board. And that's like, yeah, I crashed a safe run, which sucks. I was actually really stoked with the rest of my run leading up to that. Like, it wasn't the main run I had planned, but just doing a flat drop backflip, some big threes, like the 270 no-hander I did felt amazing. I was staring at the crowd, and like literally whilst in the air I could hear them go like, it was sick. That's like, stuff like that really stays in my memory. Like mid-run you remember things even all the way to the bottom that make you stoked. And I don't know why I did a flip whip. I should have just done a double backflip in the first run, that was the plan. But those bits leading up to it I was stoked with, so it's heartbreaking to not do a second run and come second to last. Second to last to Nikolai, who crashed twice in one run, would you believe it, poor lad. But yeah, it's a bitter pill to swallow. There is one positive though, and that's my helmet, which pretty much has survived. Down this kind of top edge, which is for sure where my head smashed the floor. Can you see that? Some scratches, some gouges, but I think that's going to be fine. The one in Rotorua was smashed to bits, it did its job. This one did its job, but I think it's going to survive to fight another day. I think if I told Red Bull and TSG I need a third helmet for a third weekend, they'd just tell me to wear like a builder's hat or something. So luckily this one's good to go, I think. No, it's got to be. It's passed the test, which is incredible, because these custom ones take quite a long time to make, and I'm super proud that I get to run one of these. So every extra day this is on my head, the better. So that's one positive. I'm sure there's lots of other positives. Learning experience, getting to go to Austria, getting to ride with the best riders in the world. That's true. If there's anything that I take away from these comps, is that I've been there with the top names in mountain biking, which is amazing. I'll remember that for the rest of my life and keep these helmets for the rest of my life. That kind of brings me on to like where it actually went wrong. And I'm not talking about the run, I'm talking about the build up to this event and to Crankworx. So it's been quite a gnarly few weeks for me, and I'm not going to get all like deep, like nothing's gone drastically wrong, but I've been super nervous about this comp because it means a lot. There's a bit of pressure on me to compete, to perform, to do well, but I've been trying to generate this like facility at my compound, have an airbag, have jumps that run good, make sick YouTube videos, and it's all just kind of been too little too late. Like the airbag delay really hurt me. I needed that to train, I needed that to learn tricks, and I just didn't get it in time, which is fine because for the rest of my career I've now got the best thing ever to learn tricks. But there was loads of stuff like that, and just I think my girlfriend would vouch for me that I've been like pacing around my living room just a bit stressed out about this contest, which is the truth. That's normal, but this one especially, like I never really got into it. It was windy all week, we hardly got any good practice, which is the same for everyone. But even like leaving that flat drop backflip until the last minute, like I didn't ever do it in practice. I couldn't get my head in the right place, I just did it in the run. It's quite weird for me, I'd usually practice stuff, so yeah, nothing really like fell into place. But I went to Innsbruck, I competed, I did some cool tricks, I met loads of cool people, and I watched one of the best mountain bike slopestyle showdowns ever in the history of the sport, which is amazing. Like I can't wait to see what this year has yet to come. But I guess for me now, I want to ride my airbag a lot. I want to make really cool, entertaining YouTube videos. I'm really into that right now. Hope you guys are too. And I'm just excited for like a bit of time to use everything that I've now got in my favour, like the airbag, like my compound, and just enjoy everything. And I think for the next contest I'll turn up, have such a better attitude. I can scratch this one off the list, even though I crashed in Rotorua, I crashed in Innsbruck, and there's one Crankworx left. We'll see how we go. And I've waffled on a bit, but that is really where it all went wrong. Like, just my preparation wasn't quite right. The event, I didn't practice right, I didn't do the correct run. Like, realistically, you shouldn't do a safe run, but I just needed some points. I needed to get back up the world ranking. I finished 9th in the world last year, #1 in the UK, which feels amazing. And this year's just not going quite so good, but I guess you have good years, and I guess you have bad years, and so far this year, this has been a bad one. But we've got other stuff to focus on. Let's make some super cool videos, let's keep you guys entertained, and hope the next one goes better. I think I've sort of explained the situation, and we can move on. But cheers, you're all the best support, you're absolute legends. You watch me talk to you about stuff that might not even matter to you, and that's amazing, so thank you. And I'll see you very soon for pure entertainment and probably mini bikes. Cheers.